I am back here in Zilanka. I guess I never left. It was my first month. Got a lot done. And today is the start of a new month. I got a lot planned. I did have $250 interest payment for my loan and $140 property maintenance payment. So definitely need to get my loan paid off right away. That being said, gonna hop in here and we're gonna go get seed and some fertilizer so we can get planting on our field. My goal for this month, get everything planted, and then hopefully Walter's got some fields that he needs worked up because I got to get some money in my account to start paying off that loan. Let's go in here and get some seed. Not sure how much I'm going to need, so we'll just start with one pallet load of seed and see how far that gets me. And some fertilizer. Does it matter? No, it does not. Okay. And I forgot the cedar. So we can go all the way back for that. Down to 3 grand. We know at the end of each month I will need a minimum of $390 in my bank account to cover loan and property costs. The goal is to get part of that loan paid off today. Looking at the prices of plots of land and other areas, it is going to be a grind to get our cows set up the way we want to, but you know. Oh, we already have seeds in here. Well, that's good. We have wheat. We want to do barley, so that's interesting. And I believe this can take fertilizer. Maybe it can't. I'm gonna double check on all those things. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm a little silly. This is only a cedar. It cannot do both, contrary to the two openings. If you see here, I'll open the cover. Both of them are filled with seed. There is no option for lime or fertilizer. That's all right. I'm just gonna get started on seeding, and we will have to do some sort of work if possible to get ourselves a spreader so we can throw some fertilizer down. But let's get into it. Okay. What is that in the middle? Oh, we got some hail damage. Okay. Not sure how that is going to affect our seeding. I am gonna check this out. Let's see. Okay. I heard the rain last night when I was sleeping, the thunder and lightning, and obviously some hail, so damaged our field a little bit, but we'll make do. We will make do. And I'm gonna activate GPS on this so we don't miss any spots. Should be all turned on. Is it planting? Let's see. Yep, sure is. So we will knock this field out, and then I will get on to the next one. So I paused here. I just wanted to see if... Yeah, okay. So this spot of hail damage did not plant here. So with it being my first plant and everything, and this will be my first field, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the cultivator over it, and we will plant over that section. Let's see. And I'm hoping, yeah, that spot over there will need cultivated too on that field. So let's see if this solves the issue or not, and go from there. So we can lower this. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if this is... I think it is. I think it is. Perfect. So I'm just going to clean up these spots real quick. Try to avoid what's been seeded already as much as possible. And So that's good. The hail damage is repaired. We're gonna get back over to the John Deere and keep on seeding. So I have just this little pass left, and this whole field should be seeded with barley. So after we finish this, I'm gonna double check, make sure there wasn't any spots I missed, and put this here right now. Let's see, any spots that I missed. This looks to all be growing perfect. So I know it's a grind, but we have to get right back into seeding again. We're gonna hit this field, and I'm gonna try something different this time. But I only used 22% of the seeds, and that's the ones that were already in here. So at auction, someone must have left their supply inside, which I'm not going to complain about. And we still have ours that I purchased. So yeah, I'm going to just get right into this field, knock it out, and then hopefully we can go and change it up a little bit and go make some money. Okay, so we have another little spot here of hail damage. So I'm going to get this corrected, and then we will get back into seeding. And I missed one little spot here, but it's alright. We are on our last pass. Get it? I did. Okay. So we are on our last pass, throwing down seed. It was a process, but we got there. I am going to finish this. And I think I'm going to go talk to Walter and see if he has any jobs he needs taken care of today. If he's still hanging around the house, which I'm sure he is. See if he has anything that he needs taken care of. Because we are going to have to buy a spreader so I can fertilize these fields. Let's shut that off, flip that up. I guess before I put it all the way away, I'll double check, make sure I hit every spot. And yes, it is all growing. Both of our fields are all growing, so good deal. I'm going to put this away and then I'll head over to Walter. Well, Walter is a man of few words, but I got the gist of it. So, Walter needed some cultivating done. Said we can pick up some equipment to borrow from him at the shop. We're just... the size field he has, it'd be better to have a bigger cultivator. I didn't want to use my own or put the hours on my equipment that's already getting up there. So we are gonna use some of Walter's stuff, and he said nearby, I think it was 2 fields to the north, he had a buddy that also needed some cultivating done on his property. So we're gonna head over there and knock both of these out, and I think we're gonna get a pretty good chunk of change from this and be able to afford our spreader and everything else. So I will check back in once I get to those fields. Alright, we made it to Walter's field and just got right into it. And the other field is 2 fields north of here. So we'll try to knock this out as fast as possible, get that extra cash, start making some purchases, hopefully pay off a little bit of that loan. I was speaking with Walter and getting some advice from him while I was picking up these jobs. So to get the most out of our harvest, especially for our barley, said once I seed it, which I have, the best thing we can do is roll it, and then after rolling it, fertilize it. We'll have to fertilize it twice, but we can't fertilize in the same month. So once, fertilize it once, wait a month, fertilize it again, and also use a weeder to get the weeds out. Something that we could have done prior to seeding was put down lime, but unfortunately we just don't have a lime spreader, and they can be pretty pricey. He was telling me they're run about $45,000, so unless we see a good deal on a used one, that's going to be a while. But and same with the rollers, they were quite expensive. I was looking at them when I was looking at the fertilizer spreader, so that's another one that I'm not gonna be able to do right now. So we're just gonna do what we can to maximize our yield of barley for now, and we're slowly chugging along, and we'll get there. We'll get the money and it'll be all right. So let's just get into this. And as I finish up this pass here, I just realized Walter asked me to do his buddy's field first. So I'm going to head up there and do that. I don't know if he had any rhyme or reason as to why, but he treats us right, so I'm not going to question him, and I'm just going to do what he asks. So, this field here. Okay. It appears I am just about finished up with this contract, and there it is. So, I got that done for Walter's buddy. Now back to Walter's field to finish that. I'll probably knock that out and go collect from him. And then we'll start making purchases. It's getting back to the house. Did not realize how late it was getting, so I stopped and grabbed some lunch on my way, and now we're going to see if Walter's got the money from him and his buddy. Okay, got paid for both of those, sitting at 12,000. Good deal. Let's head over to the shop. Better bring over something. Put that there. Okay. So, I was going to get fertilizer spreader, $2,000. On the other hand, I could get this weeder. This would help, and it's more beneficial to do that before putting down fertilizer. And you have to do it right after seeding. So today would be the only day. And as you can see, if we wait, the price goes drastically up. 6,500. I could buy both. The plan was to pay off some of the loan. I can only pay off my loan in increments of 5. So I technically have enough for all of it. But will I have enough for the interest and property maintenance next month? We're going to buy the weeder. We're going to do it. Weeder is purchased. Can always fertilize at other times throughout the month, next month, and through the growing season. I'm going to take a look at that actually. So the barley, which is what we're doing, almost takes a full year to grow. So we'll have 10 months. So just in the next 10 months, we have to fertilize twice. So it's not something that has to get done today and not something we need anytime soon. So I think we made the right choice. We'll get this weeded and go from there. Really trying to decide if I should sell the truck. I don't really have any plans of going back home. And the shop is right across the street from our place. And yeah, getting around town, we could definitely use the tractors. That would give us roughly 30,000. Roughly. That would really greatly help with the loan. I don't know. I don't know yet. I suppose I'll hang on to it. I know we talked about this already. I guess I can hang on to it for a little longer, see if something comes up. But I'm heavily considering just selling it. And just using the funds to pay off our loan. In the meantime, we'll get this field and the field next to it all weeded and go from there. Double check that this is actually working properly. Okay. Good news and bad news. Good news is we have no weeds at this point in time, which I knew that was going to be the case for field 45. Bad news. There's no weeds in 46 either. So we did not need this weeder at all. But we have it. Yeesh. Does need rolling and it does need lime, which we knew. We can't do the lime anymore. We have to do that before the plant. It's not fertilized at all. Oh boy. $2,000. Would that be worth it? Decisions. No fertilizer. Borrow the roller. No fertilizer, but borrow the roller. Let's do it. Let's do it. I guess the only thing I didn't check was what the horsepower required for it was. This could be a mistake. But I'm not even going to check. We're just going to go for it. We are just going to go for it. We're going to get both of our fields rolled and probably end up calling it a day. Finishing up the last pass here. I'm going to double check and make sure I hit every spot. Then I'm going to return this to the shop. Don't want to get charged for extra time if I can avoid it. And yeah, I think we made the right choice on getting this rolled. Little bummed that we bought the weeder, but I think we'll be able to use it next month, so that's fine. Before I fold this all up, let's double check. Needs rolling. One little teeny tiny spot I missed. Is it worth it? Can't. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get it. Could not live with myself if I did not get it. Alright. So yeah, we'll go over here and knock that out. Turn this. And I think I'm gonna have to call it a day. It's been another long one. Got planted and rolled. Do need to get fertilizer. And we're actually, I forgot, we have the wheat in the silo. We're not gonna sell that today because we made it through the day. But ideally, if we can make it 2-3 more months when it's at peak price, and we'll just sell that all off, then we'll be sitting good. Be able to really start going on the farm and potentially even expand and obtain more fields. There's the little spot right there. Hit this. Boom. Ah. Well, apparently that's probably where we had some hail damage and a little spot I missed with the hail damage. So nothing we can do about that. But get this put away. Okay, we got the weeder brought back. Like I said, hopefully we can use that next month. And if not, well, who knows? Might have to sell it back. Definitely not gonna make a profit on it. So, but overall, a good month in September. Got a lot done. And as the months progress, barley will get growing, and maybe we can look at getting some chickens. So, I'm Original Farming, and I'll see you on the next one.